and we are glad you're with us. I'm Lynn Brooks.
And I'm Terry Brewer. Topping your news tonight, this blistering heat is not letting up, and health experts warn if you are not careful, the high temperatures could land you in the emergency room. Details on how to protect yourself are in tonight's top story. With the extreme heat that's been blanketing our area lately, doctors tell us they've seen many patients with heat-related illness. Dr. Robert Posey of Med Center South says seniors and children are at the highest risk. Posey says there are symptoms of heat stroke people working in the heat need to be aware of.
If you develop symptoms, cramping, certainly if somebody has an altered mental status, that's really one of the first signs of somebody who is headed towards a heat stroke. But, take frequent breaks and just basically use good judgment. When you start feeling bad, then get cool.
Posey says the best times to be outside are early in the morning and late in the evening. He says always wear loose-fitting clothes.
Harsh temperatures mean people are cranking up the AC, but for some, finding some relief can be pretty difficult. Tuscaloosa's Temporary Emergency Services is in crucial need of your help right now. PES kicked off their fan drive yesterday, and since we aired the story, only one fan has been donated. PES normally has about 200 fans to give away. Top priority is given to people age 65 and older, and if you'd like to donate fans or air conditioners to Temporary Emergency Services, all you have to do is go by their office. They are right across the street from Annette Shelby Park on 15th Street. That address is on your screen, 1705 15th Street. Their number, 205-758-5535.
Alabama isn't the only state feeling the heat. A dangerous heat wave is rolling across the United States. Reporter Rob Marciano has more on these potentially deadly summer temperatures.
Yes, it's hot enough to fry an egg.
That's Oklahoma heat for you.
It's so hot, it even buckled this road and caused this water main to burst through the sidewalk. And it's been hot for a while in Oklahoma City, where temperatures have broken 100 degrees 18 of the last 20 days.
Since it's hot outside, it's hotter in the house.
A brief power outage in Wichita, Kansas makes an escape from the heat wave virtually impossible.
Say 25, it's 10, 25.
But it's the economic impact that is hitting these Texas farmers hard. The drought has dried up grass that cows eat.
We're seeing so many people selling their entire herd, and that's like selling your factory.
Cotton and other crops aren't faring well either. Even the once plentiful Ogallala Aquifer may run dry in West Texas. The reality is when the underground wells dry up, so does business. Grain elevators in this area stand empty, and the economies in towns like Happy, Texas are depressed. Originally named for its oasis-like source for water, Main Street now resembles a western ghost town. Lake Meredith is the other big water source, feeding 11 cities, including Amarillo and Lubbock. It's so hot and dry, the lake is slowly disappearing.
The average loss of water from Lake Meredith is 100 inches.
Just from evaporation?
Just from evaporation.
Now hot, very humid, and hazy air is building into the northeast. Heat advisories are up for 11 states, and the hottest of the hot, Mississippi and parts of Tennessee, where the heat index could soar to 116.
That was Rob Marciano reporting. Even some areas of the country are not under heat advisories, and they hit record highs yesterday. Newark, New Jersey hit 99 degrees, breaking its previous record of 98 set back in 1966. JFK Airport in New York also beat previous heat records.
Bryant High School band director Etemi Imonina passed away this weekend from heart complications. Imonina was band director at Bryant High School since 2007. He passed away at the age of 34. He's survived by his wife and 2 children. Tuscaloosa City Schools Acting Superintendent Dorothy Richardson knew Imonina on a personal and professional level. She says she remembers Imonina as an energetic teacher that gave 110% to both his job and his students.
He left a legacy of high expectations. He left a legacy of commitment and devotion. He left a legacy of relationship building. He's that kind of person.
And Friday nights were typically the time Imonina and his students played for the crowd. This Friday night, the students will remember their teacher at a memorial at Bryant High School.
There are new developments in Marengo County where a family was killed in a fatal plane crash. According to the National Transportation Safety Board, the wreckage of the plane has been moved to an undisclosed location. The plane crashed in a wooded area near the Demopolis Airport. Pilot Fred Teutenberg, his wife Teresa, and their 5 children were all killed. Officials say Teutenberg reported engine trouble before the crash. The family was traveling back to their home in Florida after a family reunion in Missouri.
On your Education Watch, Tuscaloosa schools are getting a helping hand, and it came in the form of $30,000 worth of teaching materials. Teacher-created materials from California made the donation today. School supplies will go to Tuscaloosa City and county classrooms destroyed by the April tornado. Tuscaloosa City's Alberta Elementary, University Place Elementary and Middle, and also Tuscaloosa County's Holt Elementary were all hit by the storms. Company representatives say when TCM's president heard about the devastation in Tuscaloosa, she wanted to help the students here. Alberta Elementary Principal Brenda Parker says the donations will speed up the school's recovery process.
It would take years of a normal school budget to purchase the kinds and the amounts, the volume of materials. Some of those materials were delivered yesterday to our school site, and I was overwhelmed with the number of materials that came in.
And we saw what happened on the news. Our hearts went out, and we heard from representatives of the school asking if there was anything that we could do to help. We were more than glad to step forward and do our part.
The donations included school kits for reading, science, math, and social studies. Good for them. Well, the official start of school is still weeks away, but that is not stopping some kids in Tuscaloosa County from getting a jump start on their education.
That's right. The Jumpstart program finished today at Lloydwood Middle School. Jumpstart is a program sponsored by the United Way of West Alabama. It helps preschool-age children get ready for kindergarten. They used activities like singing and storytelling to get the children used to a learning environment. Organizers say the success of the program is getting attention all across the state.
Children's readiness and just children's education is a very big part of United Way worldwide, and Jumpstart has really made a difference. In fact, we've made such a big difference that the Department of Children's Affairs in Montgomery have been monitoring us for a couple of years, and they're going to do Jumpstarts in the state next year.
Gaddis says they've been hosting the Jumpstart program for more than 30 years.